Your Framer website looks perfect on your screen, but broken on every other device? Wanna know why? It's one sizing mistake that everyone makes. Today, I'm showing you how to build sites that look fire on any screen. Hi, I'm Sapi, and this is the Framer Zero to Hero series. Let's get started. So as you can just see, we're at the mock website. So I have created this website to to teach you things out, like how we are facing the problem and how to solve things out. Okay. So I have created this out, and probably all of you, the beginners, will do the same mistake that I have done. Obviously, when I was a beginner, that I have taken the sections out. Like if you know that you can just create a frame by just clicking F on your keyboard and just like drag things out. So I have created things out similar to Figma and in the framer, like this hero section, as you can see. Here's the hero section, which does have a placeholder and also two buttons and an image placeholder. That's a video, to be honest, shader, our latest feature in Framer. So, and now as you can see, I got the features section 2, and obviously it got features cards, like 3 feature cards are there. Okay, now if you just check it out, if I just go to the preview mode, we are in the desktop version, so we are good, right? Like 1200 pixels width. Okay, we are good with that. But like average tablet breakpoint starts with around 810 pixels, and average mobile starts with around 390 pixels. Okay, so if we go to 810 pixels with regarding to this current state, as you can see, we are getting this video cutout, and also these navigation bar cutoff. Okay, obviously we are getting a cutoff with regarding the features sections too. Okay, like there are the cards, we are getting that, but these are not quite looking well with regarding the tablet breakpoint, like the tablet width, like 810 pixels, and obviously it will not look good inside mobile breakpoint too. So 390 pixels, and as you're going to see, exact same problem, and we're facing it. So why this is happening? If you just check this layers panel and then desktop and then hero section, as you can see, it just has the icon of frame. Okay, like as you can see, we have not clicked this plus button to unlock the stacks inside or stack for this section. But as I told you in earlier videos, that the building block of Framer is the stack. We definitely have to go with the stack. If we just click on this plus button, and as you can just see, we are getting some changes inside this parent container. That's the hero section. Like we are getting this width, and we can just click on field to get these width, okay, representing to the overall section. And obviously we can just do this, and we can just change this height to fit content. As keep it in mind, the simplest formula for building websites inside Framer, if you just go with a container or section and so on and so forth, please remember one thing: width must be filled and height must be fit. That's the only one formula you just need to remember. Okay, so fit, and now you're getting something quite working, and we can just change the gap to 30 pixels. I think that will be much better, and 80 padding from each side. And obviously we can just do one thing: we can just lock this out such that we are getting a good aspect ratio and making this also the fill. And that's all we need to do for the fixation regarding responsiveness throughout the whole website. We can just show things out. Let's go to the preview mode right now. If you just check it out, we are at the 1200 pixels right now, right? So we need to go to 810 pixels, as that's the average pixels around the tablet breakpoint, right? So 810 pixels, and okay, that's working. That's probably working. Like it's just changing its width with regarding to the width that it has. Okay, so I think that's okay. But for the features section, is it working properly? Fine. It's not working. And also there is an issue when it's not around 1200 pixels, it's around 1440 pixels and so on and so forth. The video that we are getting or the image placeholder that we're getting is just getting bigger and bigger. So in short, if you just go to, fixing the stacks out for each and every section and cards and so on and so forth, you will get something like this. If you just go to the full screen, which will be around 1870 pixels with regarding to my setup. If you just check it out, as you can see, we're getting a huge hero section video, or you can just say image placeholder, and then there are 3 feature cards. That's good, but it's taking the full width, right? But is it responsive yet? Obviously. If you just check it out in tablet breakpoint, it's just looking quite good. If you just check it on phone breakpoint, it's looking fine, right? But the main problem is when you just increasing the pixels or increasing the width with regarding to any of the breakpoints like desktop, phone, or so on and so forth, we are getting weird things like the spacing is okay, but the sizing is not that okay. Like, it's huge. Obviously, if you just check it on a bigger screen than this setup, like on a TV, okay, that will not look good, definitely. Like, it's just covering over the TV, and that's not good, to be honest. So what to do? What's the exact fix? So here is the thing that we are getting with regarding to an extra setting inside the controls panel. So let's get to it. So if you just check it out in this hero section, we're getting something interesting in this controls panel. Previously, we do not have any min max setup right here in the sizing panel, in the controls panel, okay? For the hero section and for the feature section too. But now, if you just check it out, we are getting something called max width and mean width, and also we can add max height and mean height. Definitely gonna say max height and mean height are not that required with regarding to the Framer projects. Also, mean width for each and every breakpoint is that also not required, but okay, we can have it. Let's get started with max width and mean width. So here's the hero section, right? And now we are getting the max width around 1440 pixels. So what's happening right here? If you just preview this website a bit, as you can see, we're at 1200 pixels, right? And we are getting it done. That's probably fine. But if you just increase the width a bit, around 1440 pixels, and then as you can just see, it just got stuck. Like, it's just not increasing, okay? It's not increasing. So that's the effectiveness of sizing inside Framer. You should use sizing, otherwise there will not be a consistent, breakpoint sizing with regarding to your website. To be honest, web design is all about consistency and clarity with regarding to the visitors, with regarding to you as well. Okay, so there should be a consistency around your websites and around your pages. Okay, that's the rule that you can just set inside Framer when you are just working with any other container or sections and so on and so forth. So what you just need to do, so let's go to the stacks so that I can just teach you things out. So here is the hero section, right? And now you can just left click on this min max, okay, and now you can just set it for max width. So what will happen? See, if you just set this max width to fixed and 1440 pixels, then this hero section will expand maximum to 1440 pixels. So if we just enter like 1000 pixels right here for this max width, so it will, at most expand up to 1000 pixels in desktop version. So what we need to do for the max width for desktop version, the proper guide must be 1440 pixels, as that's okay for desktop version. So what will happen right now, if you just expand from 1200 to a larger screen, at most it will increase to 1440 pixels, and that's all. That's how consistency works. So if we can have it in the feature sections too, I think that will look better. So we can just do like this, and obviously 1440 pixels for the feature sections. And now what will happen, if you just check it out, all are consistent. But if we do not have these set up for the feature section, so let's see what will happen. If you just check it out, all the feature cards are quite big. It's not good, to be honest. It's not consistent. The website doesn't have a max limit. That's not consistent enough. That's the thing. You should maintain these rules, otherwise the web design rules are basically consistency. So you need to maintain these things up. So again, I'm just creating the max width right here so that we are getting quite good max width. Now let's get to smaller screens. Okay, so now if you just check it out, we are getting a tablet breakpoint. Okay, but as I said, consistent rules is the key for a good web design project. As you can just see, we are reducing things out and it just being responsive, and that looks fine. As on the name of responsiveness, we always get to see something like this. Like the YouTube is filled with these kind of websites where you can just see, you can just drag things out, or you can just check it on any other screen and it just responds like that. But to be honest, that's not how web design works. Okay, web design needs a consistent rule, so you need to set up rules for tablet and phone breakpoint too. Okay, so if you just go to the tablet breakpoint, as you can just see, the 810 pixel is the minimum width for the tablet breakpoint. Okay, like the tablet breakpoint starts from 810 pixels. So what can be the maximum width for the tablet breakpoint? 810 pixels, right? So what we can just do, we can just go to the hero section and obviously click shift on your keyboard and again click on the features to select both of the sections, and then changing this max width to 810 pixels. Now what will you see? Like as you can see, it just turned blue, like we are changing the children. So obviously the desktop breakpoint was the parent breakpoint, or you can just say primary breakpoint, and then we are changing it on the children, like the tablet breakpoint. That's why it just turned blue. Okay, if you just check it out right now, so that's the desktop breakpoint, and when we are increasing the width, it's looking very fine. But when we are decreasing the width, okay, it just automatically snaps. It's going to see, it just automatically snaps to the tablet max width. Okay, as you can see, there's the tablet max width and it just automatically snaps. And that's how we can set the rules which are needed for a good web design project. Okay, so what we need to do, very simple for the mobile version 2, like just click on drag and drop, and obviously you can just click on these sections, like shift click, and then change it to 390 pixels, as 390 pixels are a common size or common width for mobile breakpoint. So now what will happen, regardless of any other width, you will get 390 pixels of width in the phone breakpoint, regardless of any other size. Okay, so as you can just see, we can just decrease things out and it just snaps to 810 pixel max, and again it will snaps down to the phone breakpoint. So any other phone or tablet which does have this kind of width, which is not obviously regular, like tablet will definitely have the average size around 810 pixels, and obviously mobile will definitely have around 390 pixels. But the devices that are not on these, that are customed, then it will definitely can show up like this. Okay, I know that's not looks good, but that's the thing, that's exactly the thing. We have to go with a fixed rules or fixed set of rules when we are working on a web design project, to make it consistent, to look consistent, and to look better. These are the small tricks that makes your website design project much better when you are working with UI and UX. Okay, so it definitely increases the UX, so don't need to worry. You can just follow things up, otherwise you are just not setting rules, and obviously it will be responsive, but it will not be considered as a good web design project. That's the thing, keep it in mind. Okay, these definitely help in the UX, like it boosts the UX a bit, obviously, as that's how our Google accessibility works. Okay, so that's all, that's the thing. That's how you can just set up max width, and also you can set up mean width. Okay, like if you just go to this feature and hero sections, you can just left click on this panel like here, and then you are getting the mean width, and you can just set it to any other thing that you want. Okay, so the minimum width, like it will not decrease farther from that desktop breakpoint. It can be like around 1000 pixels. Okay, so if you just have 1000 pixels for desktop breakpoint, it can be smaller than 1000 pixels, okay, in the desktop breakpoint. That's the thing. As you can see here, it just changing the size as we are decreasing it to 1000 pixels, and that's how it's just working. So what you can just do for tablet and for the mobile breakpoint, it's 810. You can just set it up to 410, and for mobile breakpoint you can just set it up to 340. These are some basic numbers or guidelines you can just follow. So now what will happen, any other device which will have screen width of 320 pixel, it will cut things up. Okay, it will not have that padding around the sections. That's the thing. So that's how easy it is to set up minimum and max width, like min width and max width. And to be honest, min and max height are not that required, as it's just not worthable when you are just working with a vertical stack thingy. You have to go for horizontal stack layouts to definitely use that min and max height. That's all I think. But you can just set things up if you just go with viewport height. Okay, so you can just go with that. If you just go with viewport height, you can just fix things up with respect to min and max height, and that's all. Like, that's the whole point of using sizing as the rules. Web design does have responsiveness throughout the overall website, very fine, but at the end of the day, set of rules makes web design much better when you are going with user experience. And that's for the whole video. I hope you're enjoying this whole series. I will come with newer videos again and again. That's all. You must subscribe the channel to get notified around these kind of videos around Framer as a tutorial. Keep working. Peace.